morning. What's up, Russ? How goes things? Fluff, welcome, welcome. I'm getting around a little late this morning. Fucking didn't sleep too good. Fucking woke up all tense. Morning, buddy.
Good morning. How are you?
Not bad. Fucking everything's tense. I guess I slept with all my fucking muscles clenched last night or something. Either that or
You
my
feeling?
wife's beating me in my sleep again.
That's what I normally get.
Nah, I don't. I don't know. I don't sleep good like normally on a normal basis. So I'm never surprised when I wake up and fucking everything's all tense and my back's locked up. And you name it.
I always have a problem with my neck. Normally, I don't know how I sleep just all over the bloody place. Used to it from when I was little. I
Yeah,
get in such
same.
convoluted positions, and then
Like a fucking pretzel.
yeah. My
I'm the
wife is
same
like, "Why
way.
can't you just sleep normal?" And like, it's normal for me, but then obviously, then I'm really screwed up.
Hey, normal is subjective, right?
Yep.
I mean, I got knee problems, so like that's usually what it stems from. Like I just don't sleep good because my knees are always hurting. And like you get up and they're all stiff and you walk through the house and because your fucking knees are all stiff and hurt, it makes everything else all tense because you're compensating.
It's
Good
never good.
times. Nope.
So, were you streaming last night then? Did you manage to get on?
um I streamed. Did I stream last night?
Well, I know you're on Friday because you're on with us, but
um,
last night I don't know
i
if you
don't
were.
I don't think I did yesterday. I did Saturday. Hell, I might have. I don't fucking know. I'm about brain dead these days. I can't ever remember. But I know I did Saturday. I guess that was yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, I streamed yesterday.
Yeah, you did. What did you stream, pal?
uh what did I stream? I think Ghosts of Tabor.
Gotcha.
It was me, Benny, and Rick. Morning, Agnes.
Morning, people.
So I wasn't going to. He was just like, "Fuck it, you want to stream with me?" So I was like, "Yeah, why not? What else am I doing?"
Exactly. Nothing better to do.
No.
Well, even though it was a quiet stream for me on Friday, we're forewarned. It was good fun.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. That was.
Yeah,
And the fact that
chaos as
ID had
usual.
never played it made it even better.
Oh, hell yeah. It's always good to put someone into the boiling pot, isn't it?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm glad he got
Uh,
the settings kind of worked out because
Yeah, but I think he still struggled a bit. I don't think he was impressed overall because,
no. Well, he's also got so much other stuff that he runs while he streams.
oh my God, yeah, he's
And
got
that game clashes with
tons.
everything.
It's since the update, it has been more
Yeah.
problematic.
That's the first time I played it once when the first update first dropped, and I played it for, I don't know, just a few minutes just to kind of fuck around and check it out, but it is a buggy game. But it's a
Well,
small team too, so
exactly, but Phasmo was like that. I never used to be able to run that over 60 FPS, and then the last big update, um, that seemed to clear everything. Then I could start running at 120, and although it probably isn't running at 120 because you probably can only get up to like 72 or 90 at best.
yeah. Yeah, I put mine on, I think 70s what I got mine on. And then pretty much everything else is on like low or something like that.
Yeah, I was dicking around with my stuff yesterday before I went live yesterday, and I managed to put the frame rate for what was going out at 90 frames, and also what I was seeing was 90 on Phasmo. So I just thought, fuck it, I'll see if it works, and it did. And I was like, wow, makes a
Yeah,
change.
might as well.
Yeah, yeah, if it can, then why not?
I mean, they've done a lot of good stuff with Phasmo too lately. Last few updates have been pretty good.
They are good. What do you normally run? It goes to Borg. Surely that can run quite high.
Um, yeah, I keep everything on it. I keep on Epic, except for shadows, and there's one more setting I put on low, and I can't think of what it is. Textures or some shit. It's
Yeah, yeah.
shadows and some kind of texture. I'm not sure which one.
So you're still getting the graphic detail, but you're not really
Yeah,
getting. Yeah, you're not too fussed about shadows. It doesn't make.
foliage. That's the one I turned down.
Got you.
And it's not really. You're not missing much by doing it that way, but it just kind of gives you a little bit more performance, and like you said, graphics look a little better that way.
Nice.
I'm excited to see what it looks like with the Quest 3.
Yeah, when you planning to get that
I ordered it
soon or
yesterday.
something?
Should have it today.
Oh,
Yeah.
going to
Amazon for
pick
the
it up
win.
later.
Amazon, man. 1 day fucking Prime shipping.
Oh, nice. What you going for? The 512 or?
No, I just went with the smaller model because most of my stuff I play through PC anyway, so I'm not overly concerned with memory, storage
Exactly.
space, or anything.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I mean, I got to try out. Went round to my mates. He got his on a couple of days ago. So when did I try out there? Thursday, I think.
Nice.
So I was sticking around with that new Dungeons game,
Dungeons of
which looked pretty.
Eternity.
Yeah. So he's got that. He's really impressed with it. I had to go at that, and then I had to go at some of the AR stuff.
That stuff looks pretty cool, even though it's still pretty young. So interesting to see what they'll do with it.
Well, apparently the Lego thing on there is meant to be very good.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I watched a guy fuck around with it the other day. It looks real neat. But just the cameras themselves, like the pass-throughs, are pretty amazing from all the videos and stuff that I've seen. It's real clear.
Oh yeah.
Crisp.
When I was setting up the AR, because he hadn't even tried that, and actually having the color pass through cameras, so much better.
Yeah. And then it'll like some of the games, like I think Demio is actually one that you can use as a pass through and like set it in your actual house kind of thing.
That would be smart.
But
So hopefully it's going to open up loads more games. I would hope.
yeah,
that
it should. I think
it's like
I think
me.
after Christmas, beginning of the year, we'll start seeing a big uptick in players and stuff. But and then
Yeah, you will.
the developers will start kind of seeing that trickle up, and then they'll be like, oh, maybe we should start trying to fucking work on some serious VR stuff.
Well, like Starfield, Bethesda's game, there's a rumor that they want to convert that to VR, which would be pretty smart. Because I know you can play,
Yeah,
you can
motherfuckers
play
will
it with the
never see
Xbox
me again.
turnaround. No, exactly.
That's the only flat screen game that I play right now. I haven't played it in a couple weeks, but since I started playing VR, I don't really play my Xbox or anything anymore. But that came out, and I play it a good bit just because I'm a diehard Bethesda fan. Like, I'll play any Bethesda game, good or bad.
It's one of it's brand new elite games, isn't it? And the thing is, what they're
Yeah,
saying, you can play it using a Quest headset, but you're playing the flat screen
yeah,
sort of version. But
yeah. It's just an app or whatever. It's the Xbox game streaming or some shit. I think's what it's called.
yeah,
And I know on the Quest 2 it's in beta. It's kind of a test build, but with Quest 3, as I understand it, they're supposed to be finishing it and making it like a full-fledged app.
well, that would be awesome. But the one I know that's coming out next year is the Half-Life Alex, the mods where you are like I think that's what you're doing last time, where you're doing like the terrorist hunt.
Oh yeah.
So the maker of that is making an actual game all around that. And there's there's a few clips out of that, so that looks absolutely awesome.
That'd be pretty cool. That mod, like, it's super small. It's like what two little missions, but fuck, it's awesome.
Yeah, the way they're done,
Yeah, it was
absolutely
very
mental.
well done.
You tried any more mods? Hello, Nasty.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
Actually, I got mine the last
Leviathan.
time I played it.
Oh, so Leviathan mods, Bioshock mods, all that lot, absolutely amazing. Worth. There's so many mods in the game. It's worthwhile doing them because they're like games on their own.
Yeah, it just adds a whole new experience to it.
100%. How you doing, Nasty?
Not so bad. Just getting up.
Yeah,
How about you guys?
Got up a little late myself.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd hoped to have got up like hours ago. Yeah.
Not necessarily got up late. I just got around late.
That's pretty much what's going on. I still haven't even made coffee yet. This is
Damn,
a
what's
this
wrong?
is a rare day.
Sacrilege.
Sacrilege.
You knew what was at
Totally.
stake here.
I know. What else is going on, boys?
Not much. Chilling.
Nope.
Chilling and kicking it. Me, I'm antsy. I'm waiting on my quest to show up.
Ooh, bum bum bum.
Allegedly, it's supposed to be here today, but I have my doubts. So I ordered it pretty late yesterday.
What do you think you're going to try on it first?
Fuck if I know. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look through my library and see what has. Actually, you know what? I might do Walking Dead first
That'd be sweet.
because there should be like a pretty stark difference between those two. Because on the Quest version, it's nice, but it's kind of got that cell shaded look to it.
Yeah, I've seen the clips. They
Yeah,
look. It looks definitely a lot more polished.
You're not gonna hit up the hub?
No.
What's the
No, I
hub?
have kids, damn it. Never mind, Fluff. Never mind.
Never mind. You'll warp my little mind.
Yeah. It's warped enough. We really don't need to be.
Yes, that's for sure.
We don't really need to be messing around in there much more.
You don't want anyone messing around in there, mate.
I do what I want.
Dangerous place to go.
God knows what'll happen. Ugh. Ugh. All I can think of is somebody sticking a finger in your ear, and then they come out, and there's no finger left.
Check
He goes,
chat.
something bit me.
Hell yeah.
Oh, right.
That's the best I got.
So
So
dark.
how's the weather, boys?
Oh, it's all right here actually. It's cold, but sun's out.
I got 55 degrees with high pollen.
Hi, pollen.
You want to
That's
sniff,
true.
sniff it in.
If I can't, I fucking sniffed enough already.
So, Dark, when you're streaming, do you ever get young idiots that you just can't get rid of?
Get what now?
Damn it, Fox.
Yeah, some young idiots on your stream are always like wanting to be on your stream, but you just can't get rid of the damn.
Not really.
You have to be polite.
I'll get one every once in a while, but like my streams don't get all that super busy right now. It's usually the same few people that stop in. But every once in a while I will get, like if I'm playing Ghosts, they'll pop in and be like, "Oh, can I raid with you? Can I raid with you?" And then I'll be like, "Well, you got to be in our Discord," and then they'll just disappear after that. So
They're off then. Yeah.
So a lot of times they don't want to go through the extra steps. They just want to fucking now. Let's play now. And so if you throw them a couple extra steps, they'll usually just be like, "Fuck, okay, see you later."
Yeah. Looking at different tactics, trying to get rid of them. I have a couple on my Phasmo stream. There's a couple last night that just, you probably heard them nasty.
I think I did, but that was right near the end.
I was pleading for people to join my lobby so that I could get rid of them.
That's funny.
Yeah, well, I made you the offer at one point. I went, "Hey man, if you want to swap over to Nazi zombies."
That was at the beginning, unfortunately.
Hey, man, whenever you want to swap over to Nazi zombies, just let me know.
That is some good stuff, though. That was
The
enjoyable.
safe word is Nazi zombies.
Something else
Fair
I'm
enough.
curious about.
Yeah, I think, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Another thing
The
on the
safe-
Quest 3 I want to see about is like the streaming capabilities. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you're gonna have to stream the same way through like Oculus casting.
I think so, because,
the difference
ID
is-
was doing it Friday, wasn't he? He was
Yeah,
using Q.
The difference is I want to see if like when it comes through, does it look any better than the original streaming setup?
You would hope
Well,
so.
my thing too is I want to giggle at him a little bit because for the past, 3 days there?
Yeah.
He's been sitting going, this game sucks. My GPU is maxed out, this and that, and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, well, you're the only one in the lobby with a Quest 3.
Exactly.
And you're wondering why you have to turn your graphics down.
Oh, see, I didn't
That's
know he
gonna
was on
take-
Quest 3.
Yeah, he was on
Yeah.
Q3, dude.
That
Oh,
does
yeah.
make a lot more sense.
Yeah, and then he had a hard time last night with GTFO about something else. I forget. I was like, he's like, my GPU's maxed out again. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's gonna be like that.
Going to be for a while, isn't it? Trying to iron all that crap out.
Yeah,
I'm on a 4090. It shouldn't matter. I'm like,
like dude, I'm on 3070 and it's fine.
Yeah, he's on a 49, but with the Q3.
With as much stuff as he
Yeah.
runs on his stream, though, like that's a lot of
Yeah,
juice
exactly.
sucking. He's gotta have a fucking
That is a-
4090.
that is a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I couldn't do it. Like I would feel overwhelmed with all that. Like I'm doing.
He seems to have
Dude.
good control of it.
Oh yeah, he does good with it.
He does.
I'd do fucking well enough with Lumia and fucking Blurp.
I know. I had to bloody reset all.
I will
Lumia.
say the
They had an
Blurp is a
update.
more fun one.
Blurp. Yeah, I couldn't be
Blurp.
bothered with that.
I use
And
it.
Blurp's pretty
I
cool.
use it over Twitch alerts or sound alerts. I mean,
Yeah.
Blurp you can
Which is
like
the right way to
they
do it.
can find pretty much any sound they want to use. You don't have to fucking pick certain.
You still have to
ones.
price it all, though, don't you?
Yeah, you can. I don't. I have my Blurp stall set. I think it's free still. Where my points and shit come in is on the Lumia.
No, I think it's. I don't think yours is free anymore.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it will still have a minimum, won't it? Maybe even 10 bits or something. But
you know.
I think it.
that sounds.
I
About
think
right.
it's. Yeah, I want to say it's like 10 or 15, which is still not very high for bits, you know.
Yeah.
But-
that there's a lot of them too. A lot of different
there's
fucking. stuff.
tons.
I wish you could just put them all into a category and then fucking like price it from there. Just like that category.
sort of save your favourites.
Right.
And you can create walk-ons and stuff.
I don't know. I still don't hear the walk-ons.
You do, because I changed mine. Because I can change mine. You heard it last night. Mine is now. Master has given Dobie a whop.
Oh yeah, that was when I got stuck in the fucking in the
Dobie
case.
is a free elf. Dobie can now hit it from behind.
Dobby's ass got stuck in a box.
Yeah.
It like pinned me between the wall and the fucking case, and I couldn't get out of it no matter how far I walked out of my Guardian.
Oh, and then you ended up with Michael J. Fox syndrome.
Yeah. I couldn't get rid of it. That's why I kept dying. That's why I couldn't get any. I didn't level up not one time that night.
Weird.
I died in every single hunt we did.
It was a
I'm on-
painful games.
And then,
Well,
and then Fox
Also,
was
you guys
all.
kept on killing each other.
Yeah, well, sometimes you start a chain reaction, and one thing leads
Can't
to
get out of it.
another. It kind of gets out of
Yeah,
hand.
whoever would start that kind of chain reaction.
I
fluff.
don't know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. I never kill my friends in games.
No, never.
I'm on the countdown. I'm on the countdown for Ghostbusters.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it.
When's that come out?
Yep.
Like next week? Week after?
I think it's the week after,
Like
and it's on like a
23rd or some
Thursday.
shit, isn't it?
I think
It
it's the
doesn't come out on
26th.
26th,
Steam
yeah.
though, does it? It's out only on Oculus
Yep.
standalone.
We get to have
isn't
one little fucking stab back at you.
it?
Yep. That's my grand stab back.
No, I
Game
won't be
that only
streaming
I
that,
can play.
man. I'm not going back to the old way of bloody streaming. Fuck that.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yep.
That's kind of why I'm hoping that they've changed like maybe some of the settings at least as far as that goes, or at least like on the back end of, because when it would come through, you would have to crop it, and it just looked like shit.
Definitely nowhere near as polished, is it?
No, I'm hoping they did something with it at least. At least make the Facebook stream option work. Something.
Does that still not work properly?
I've not used it. I don't remember who told me they used it last, and I think it was Velo. And
Well, Velo's got a Pro, that's why.
well, this was before he tried it out before when it first came back, and he couldn't get it to work. I think he did end up getting it to work on the Pro.
Yeah.
Because he made like a little video about the eye tracking, that's pretty damn cool.
Is he going to go from the Pro and get the Quest 3? Do you think?
Ooh, I don't know. He seems to really like the Pro though.
Well, lol, who obviously you read in here last week and what have you, he's got the Varjo, and apparently they reduced the price to try and compete with the Q3, and that's meant to be pretty shit hot system.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like what, $2,400?
I don't know. I think the base version was like $1,500, and then
they reduced it. Now it's like $1,000.
I don't remember though. I know.
But you still need a crazy PC to run that thing.
Well, not necessarily. Like I think Par sent the specs in one of the chats one day, because I initially thought the same thing, and I mean it's reasonable. I could run it on mine. And
how does it compete?
To get that thing to work at its full capacity, you
need a fucking ID setup, or a fucking I don't know. Lowell's got a pretty badass setup.
Farmer's got a fucking crazy setup.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's mad. He's running 2 PCs, one for the game, one for streaming, though, isn't he?
That's really the
Farmer?
way to go if you can.
Yeah.
I don't know if he is or not.
That's the way to do
I know.
it, really.
It is if you want
resources.
Yeah, hell yeah. Then you can, if you got a decent enough PC just for the Varjo to run.
Yeah, exactly. But he's got also like whole cables through the ceiling and stuff, I think.
Yeah, see, that's a lot.
Oh, I think my wife would kill me.
Yeah, he's got a whole little man cave studio. Pretty sure.
So the thing is with the Varjo, though, you have to buy the handsets separately, don't you? So you've got to have like which handsets do they use now?
No idea.
One of the other big VR.
Probably a Valve Index or something.
Valve, that's it. Valve Index handsets.
Yeah, and those are expensive as shit.
Yep. Well, I've got the Quest Pro handsets, which they're pretty smart. They'll work with the Q3.
Yeah, from like a spec standpoint, that's kind of where the Pro beats the Quest 3 is with the controllers. They got better controllers because they have their own fucking cameras in them and shit. But
yep.
The Quest 3 controllers are supposed to be pretty good.
The Q3 controllers are, they're a bit smaller than the Pros, but they're good. Yeah.
Well, the Pros were smaller than the Quest too.
I
I
just
don't
saw
know. Are
Satan
they
Slayer.
actually
She's joined
smaller,
our
or is
Discord.
it just because they don't have the ring on them that they just seem smaller?
I
No,
don't know.
I think definitely the pros are a little bit fatter, just a tiny bit bigger, really. Definitely in the width around the actual grip and what have you than the Q3s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got some like a knuckle strap to come with mine.
No, you need them because
Yeah,
yeah, they only come with the usual crappy bit of string.
yeah. It'll be nice to have not the ones I have now. The ones I have now, they're pretty fucking jank. It's just two Velcro straps that came with my Cobra gun stock that I have tied to the string to make a knuckle strap. But it works, and I've used it for like the last fucking 2-3 years.
Oh, did I tell you guys what actually happened to my brakes that I lost live on air last week?
No, we do need an
Oh
update
no.
on that.
Oh, dude, I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. Like, this was a one in a million thing. They've been switched us over like a couple of years ago where we don't use sand on the roads anymore. We use that liquid salt stuff,
Yeah,
but it just chews up your car. You know, like if
yeah,
you have
it's
chrome on
rough.
your car, it's going to eat your chrome. Well, I had chrome wheels, and inside the wheel well, like inside the rim, you know, it got it all ate to hell, but I don't care because it gets me A to B, and I'm not really huge on aesthetics, so I'm not going to throw new rims on this thing.
Right.
But a piece of that chrome peeled up perfectly and spun its way to the inside of the tire. So it was sticking out inwards.
Oh
And as it
no.
came around, I took that turn and it sliced my brake hose in half like a razor blade.
Yeah, that's fucking
It was
nuts.
just a it was just a inch and a half long piece of chrome sticking out like a razor blade. I was like, what? I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, that's insane. You know? So I'm sitting there with an angle grinder cutting off all the chrome off the inside of my rim.
Throw some Fix-A-Flat in it.
Nah, the rim's fine. Rim's fine. I just had to put a new brake hose on.
Damn. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, and of course it's some crazy, weird model specific brake hose with like 35 different clips on it and 4 mounting points. What the heck is this?
Of all
So
the
I had to wait
systems on
around.
a car, I hate the brakes the most.
Yeah. But they're not even bad, you know? Like, it was all right. You know, I got everything apart okay. Nothing was super like rusted or eaten up, you know? It's not like I was breaking bolts.
Yeah.
The lines were fine. Like, the lines still have paint on them. I'm like, this is, oh, what? Usually it's the lines that rust through, you know?
Yeah. Get all pitted and get little fucking pinholes and shit.
Pinholes and, yeah. But no, it was that hose. A piece of chrome just went around and sliced that thing right now. I was like, whoa.
Just slung off just right.
Slung out just right. Well, I had never seen anything like that in my life. It must have been a mix of centripetal force and, you know, just that thing peeling up over time.
Yeah,
Just put it in the
something.
perfect spot where I must have turned just right, and it.
Yeah, suspension bent just right or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just the perfect
Yeah,
angle.
yeah. Or I turned the wheel enough where that hose got some
Must have been a pretty
slack
good
in it
chunk
or
of metal
tightened up.
too, because brake lines aren't super easy to cut through.
It was the size of a razor blade.
It's just sharp as fuck.
Just sharp as hell because it was all like it's rotted chrome, so the edge of that thing is just. I'll put on gloves. I put on gloves taking it off.
Yeah, see, I'm bad about not wearing gloves, so like I got fucking scars and cuts all over my damn hands from being an idiot.
Well, I'm getting better at it
Off on
now,
hands.
10 years into my career.
That's fair. Takes time. They say it takes at least 10,000 hours to master something.
Yeah, I'm well over that.
You got hands like tanned leather then.
You can hear them.
He can fucking climb a tree without grabbing the branches.
Yeah.
I don't know if you hear. Rub them together, it makes a noise like sandpaper.
It's nasty's little Spider-Man hands.
But yeah, that was what happened. I was like
Fucking
freaking out. Oh.
The luck, man. Damn the luck.
Yeah.
It's both good and bad luck at the same time.
The good luck was it was just a hose.
Yeah.
The bad luck was that it happened. But I don't know. I thought it was interesting.
I changed my shit. What was it? I think my rotor hub one time, and one of the bolts ended up fucking loose, and I drove fucking shit probably 40 miles a day for a few days, and it started shaking. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I just fixed this. And come to find out, one of the fucking, that bolt come completely out. So it was riding around with one of the three bolts holding it in missing.
Whoa. Yeah, that's no bueno. And those are a pain in the ass. Those are those torque socket bolts too.
Yeah, it was
Or
fucking
Starhead.
stupid. I was pissed because then I had to. I don't like jacking up a car and working under it because I'm fucking paranoid and it's not comfortable for me.
What, you ain't got jack stands?
Yeah, but I don't trust shit. I still have issues with that. And so like the whole time I'm working under a car, I'm just like silently freaking out thinking it's going to fall at any moment. But
yeah.
So I had to fix all that again, and it was just my own dumb ass. I don't guess I tightened it up enough and it fucking rattled loose.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I told you I had my buddy in the shop a couple of months ago. The guy was running around on the forklift, and I stepped behind something big, and he goes, "Really? Still like that?" I'm like, "Yeah, like two conscious fears in the world: getting crushed in something and getting run over." He's like, "Oh yeah, both the things that have happened to you." I'm like, "Yes, those are the two things that only two things that I'm petrified of."
They don't seem like pleasant things. So, like,
yeah,
it's a lot of weight to fucking have to worry about. Fuck that.
I got hit by a car once when I was younger, and then crushed my whole right hand in a freaking conveyor belt. So that was fun. Yeah, but you live and you learn. It happens. I got away easy. Some people don't.
That's fair.
So what's new with the fluff?
Nothing much, pal. Just like you, always busy working like a dog. So, been working in all my work at the moment seems to be in London. Just as my head in, so I was meant to go down last week for 3 days' work, and turned into 4 long days, and then last day up in the office and raising all the issues as you always do, and saying the usual shit. You know,
I was thinking of the other day. I've been doing spooky movies while I'm in the shop, and sometimes I'm throwing them up in the Discord there.
I popped in once.
Yeah, I was watching an American Werewolf in London.
Oh, that's an old epic one. That one is.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. People are still trying to outdo that movie. And that was from 1976.
It's a classic.
Bloody hell, that is old
Yeah.
quality.
Stay away from the boars.
Yes, he's up in Yorkshire, aren't they? Up in the moors.
Yeah, but people are looking at me weird because I'm just walking around my shop going, "Stay away from the boars. Stick to the road. Stay away."
That's something.
Has anyone tried that Crossfire, by the way?
I've not. I've seen it on there. I've been thinking about grabbing it.
Oh, who was talking about that?
I just got that yesterday. I thought I might give it a run.
Yeah, it's like a campaign driven too, isn't it? Like,
Yes, 63 maps or missions to do.
yeah, that one could be interesting. It looks good, and it's got, I think, mixed reviews. But
yeah, but I know that they've tried to update it as well and do things. So the video gameplay looks really smart, doesn't it? So
yeah,
I'm gonna give that a whirl. I thought whilst I got some time before work, tomorrow I was gonna have a go.
hell yeah. Let me know how it is.
Say again, mate.
Let me know how it is, because you can do co-op on that one too.
Yeah, I think you can get it 4-player.
Nice. I know we played some Onward yesterday.
Yeah, I missed out on that. I was just getting home from work, and by the time I got done screwing around, I looked on the Discord, and I was like, "Ah, man, I missed them."
Yeah, we played for a good while. It was pretty fun. It was just me, Velo, and Benny.
Yeah, that's the only game I run a gun stock for.
I don't even run a gun stock on it anymore. I don't think I ever have on that one, because I didn't get my gun stock till I stopped playing that and switched to contractors.
Oh, it's like night and day running a gun stock in that game.
But I use my pistol a lot in that game, so I think that would be a pain in the ass.
Is your movement mechanic a little bit weird when you use the pistol in that?
I don't know.
Does it make your movement a little weird?
I feel like the movement's weird already.
Okay, gotcha.
So I don't guess I could help you there. I don't like the hand movement. Like your direction is determined by your hand. I don't like that. I want head movement. Because I end up going in weird fucking circles and strafing and stuff when I'm trying to go forward.
Yeah, I run hand movement on contractors, but if I'm using a pistol, it still works fine. But I found out Onward, it's like a little more finicky. Like I really got to be paying attention to what I'm doing with my thumbstick thing.
Yeah, it all depends on which way your fucking controller's facing, and I don't like that. I hate that mechanic. I get it, but I want it to my head, because where I'm trying to go is where I'm looking, not where I'm pointing. I could be moving in one direction and like trying to shoot in a different direction while I'm moving, and it won't let me because I'm trying to go that way.
Yeah, exactly. So like if I have a pistol and I'm aiming at a guy at like I'll say 11 o'clock, and I pull straight back on my thumbstick, it just keeps me in his line of sight. You know what I mean? Instead of where my body's facing still.
Yeah.
And bringing me back to like at my 7 o'clock, it'll bring me to 5:30.
Yeah. I don't know, and I can't seem to find the setting to change it.
I don't think there is one. I've looked.
Yeah, that's kind of my only really gripe about it.
Yeah. I think that's my only gripe too, to be honest with you.
But other than that, that was like the first shooter that I bought when I bought my Quest, and I played that shit for, I probably got a couple 100 hours in that game.
Yeah, the gun stock calibration in that is very user-friendly, though.
Is it? That's
Yeah,
nice.
because you can do it right in the tent, like even between rounds if you change classes and stuff. Or if
Yeah.
you change a scope, you'll have to redo your zero, but it takes like 10 seconds. You just click a button up on the left.
I might try it.
Yeah, it's worth giving a shot. Heck, anything's worth giving a shot at this point.
I think you can move where your holsters are on that too. Can't you put like your pistol holster on your chest?
To be honest with you, I don't
Or am I
play
tripping?
it.
I want to say you
I don't
can.
play. I don't play it enough to be able to tell you if you can or can't. I was never into that comp scene in that. I think that was the first game I got, and I started off in public lobbies, and everybody was just screaming at me to ready up, and then they'd kick me out. And I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't even have a class.
I never played it like on like competitive modes. I always played co-op where you fucking hunt the bots. And
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing.
oh yeah, it's when you
Was like
go to create a lobby and you want to look for it's called operations. It'll be hunt and exfil. You can set like the difficulty will be like either a rookie, I think amateur and veteran, and then you can set the bots from like 4 to 128.
wow.
Yeah. And you can just go nuts with it, but the one thing about those bots, man, they are damn good with grenades.
I believe it. They're more Tabor bot than anything.
Yeah, you could compare them to those. They act very similar, but they'll fucking get you with grenades a lot of times. They usually come in pairs for the most part. Like if you see one, you're most likely going to see at least one more kind of thing. But the AI is not bad on them. They are actually, especially if you have the difficulty up.
I don't know. I'll have to check
Makes
it
it
out.
pretty challenging. It's super fun if you have a couple people in there with you. Because then you can work on tactics and shit.
Tactic, yeah.
And then they got some good mod maps too that people make in the workshop. I hadn't looked on there in a while, but there's some cool maps.
Contractors has the better terminal map. I'll put it that way.
I don't think I've played Terminal and Onward.
It's you'll see the difference immediately. You'll be like, "Ooh, this is different."
Yeah, I used to play like the damn it, what's it called? Turbines one. It's a really big map. You're like on a dam. It's a standard map on Onward, but it's one of my favorite ones. There's so many little nooks and crannies you can hide in and shit. But
I get that in their PvP they have that little safe zone, buffer zone thing to keep you from running right up into the enemy spawn, but it takes up like half the map.
Yeah. It's because most of their map or most of their modes are, you don't really have a reason to go over there. Like,
yeah,
it's
more
not
comp
like,
control style.
Well, kinda, but they kind of
uplink.
Yeah, because they kind of just put an emphasis on like stay in your lane kind of thing. But I also think that they like from the ground up made that game to be competitive to some degree. So they worked a little more on those mechanics.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like a slower paced game, so it's another way to slow it down is you can't go camp spawn or fucking, spawn lock and shit.
I get you.
I don't know. Like, I never played PvP at all until I switched to contractors, and then that was like all you could do. So now I'm like, I don't want to play this game by myself. This is stupid. So most of the shit I play is multiplayer now.
Well, that's the cool thing about having the headset and everything. That's the cool thing about modern gaming, anyways.
Yeah, it really is.
You're playing with your friends, and making new ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Although
it's
having a good old split screen couch co-op, man, there's just nothing quite the same. And I think with Quest 3 now, with the home pass through, you can actually bring other people into your environment.
Oh, that'll be nifty.
Yeah, so it'll map some of the items and shit, and you can pick them up in virtual and hand them off and stuff like that. If I understood the video correctly.
So I'll never lose my beer again?
Not the virtual one. But no, you can fucking... It's really cool the shit that they're making you'd be able to do with it.
I'm intrigued.
But like certain games like Demio and shit like that, you could really sit on your fucking kitchen table and have everybody sit around it.
Well, that's an option now, but it's only for you. So when I still haven't even played a whole campaign in Demio, but I messed around with the settings one day, and I had the table set up on my coffee table.
Oh, that's cool.
In the middle of my living room.
Yeah.
But the downside to that was I went for 2 weeks where I couldn't get rid of that one little spot in my garden.
Oh, yeah.
So it was I moved the table because we had a comp match, and I'm still inside of this fucking little spot.
Gulliver over here stomping on the fucking village.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was doing.
That's one thing I always thought was kind of stupid about the Quest 2 was the the fucking it saves all these fucking boundaries, and then it clashes when you have too many saved. But it doesn't ever tell you this. You just have to fucking figure it out on your own. That, you got too many boundaries saved, so then you have to reset all your guardians and, make a new one, which would be tons easier if you just had to make a new one each time. And it didn't save. I would be perfectly fine with that.
Well, I play in 3 different rooms, so it never really saves for me. Every once in a while it'll pop one up. But I'll have to reset it anyways because if I just use a boundary that I had there before, I find myself floating 1.5 feet off the ground.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It'll do shit like that, or it'll just mine would keep flashing. It would show my my Oculus Home, and then it would cock sideways, and then it would kick me out and say it was out of my Guardian, but then I wouldn't have a Guardian anywhere. And then I would go to the other room where I would play, and my Guardian would be in there, but it would be wrong. And so I would have to go in and reset my Guardian completely, erase my Guardian history. And then it would work fine. So, it saves X amount of, if you change Guardian a lot, you have a few places you played normally, you don't have to really adjust your Guardian. So it's going to lock to that Guardian. And so it saves so many so that you don't have to keep resetting it if you play in different rooms all the time. But it only saves if you make more than... It doesn't tell you how many you have saved.
I remember there was one night where I think it was all of us in par playing mini golf. There was 8 of us in there. So it's a while in between rounds, in between your turn. But I remember because I was cooking dinner and I wanted to go have a cigarette. So I made a huge Guardian that took up like half of my kitchen, my entire living room, and then went out onto my porch. So that I could just wander and look out my nose hole and cook dinner. But I only ever did that once. It was kind of funny though.
That is funny. I think I remember that too.
Yeah, because my hand was like 15 feet away. I left it on the kitchen counter.
That's nuts.
I think Stoney was still playing with us at that point.
Yeah, that's been a while.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, Stony. Ain't seen him in forever. Oh, what's up, Roddy?
He's another.
See you down
He's
there.
another one that got caught up with work.
Fucking sucks. I'm tired of it.
Me too. I was supposed to go in today, but I don't. I might just do one of those things where I just don't go and wake up wicked early and go in tomorrow and do whatever I had to do.
Right.
When there's no one there to bug me.
Yeah. That's fair. We're productive that way. I can't work when people are fucking with me constantly.
Well, it's not even that. It's just having other bodies in the shop when I'm doing these bigger projects. You'll get that on these bigger jobs. But, it's literally you go to use something, you get it set up, and then somebody else had to use that tool.
Yeah.
Like the table, you get the table saw set up at a certain size, and you got to make like 8 of these. You make 8, and you're like, oh man, I should have made one more. And then you go over there, and it's not set up anymore.
Yeah. My deal is, like, most of my work is I'm constantly thinking and, like, having to use my brain. So most of my shit's all fucking mental, but people drain me, and I can't fucking think when people are bugging me to fucking do the shit I need to do. And I deal with like a lot of numbers and fucking percentages and stuff, and if I miss something, it'll fuck a lot of stuff up. Cause me a lot more work on the back end.
Me too, to a point. You could do all your math, but if you do your math wrong, the thing's not going to be the right size.
Yeah.
That's because you're still working inches and bloody, you're not metric on yet.
Yeah, well,
It's madness, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, it doesn't really bother me either way.
Oh no, you're used to it though, aren't you?
Yeah, I do both prints. It doesn't bug me. I had one product at a different shop that it was a German product, so it was all in millimeters. And these other guys spent 2 days doing all the conversions to go out to inches. So they're just sitting at their benches going through numbers, doing all these conversions on all these prints. And the next day I was already working on stuff, and they go, you got all of this done, all this fast, let me see your prints. And I'm like, they look at mine and they're blank. They're like, how the hell are you doing this? I go, easy. I hit up Amazon and I had new tape here this morning. I had a new tape in last night.
You just buy a tape that's actually got metric on it as well, and that just does it rather than sitting there converting.
Yeah, I just bought a full metric tape measure.
That's funny. I don't care
I had it
either
there
way.
That night.
Metric is way more precise, but I just wish everybody would pick one and fucking stick with just one. Like,
well, you're not dealing with the engineering prints too.
No, I'm
that's
dealing
the only
with
thing that really messes with people.
Percentage and fiber and shit like that. Fucking protein levels and stuff.
Once you start getting into physical drawings, they draw differently. Metric prints are drawn differently. So I'll say that a standard US print, the way that things are laid out, like if I had a cube sitting on my desk, the way that they draw it is literally they just flip the cube. You'll flip it over. If you flip it to the right, it shows the left. If you flip to the left, it shows the right. That's what I mean, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas metric prints are drawn in a dish, if that makes sense to you. So literally, if you pick that thing up and you started spinning it like it was in a dish, that's how they draw things. Like it's an overhead view. So you'll be looking at the drawing in the center thinking that it's the bottom, but it's actually the top.
Yeah.
So like I got a lot of guys will build a perfect part except it's backwards.
They just made a reverse mold, that's all.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly. So that's the only thing that runs into it. But you only do that once or twice.
The joys of engineering.
Mm-hmm. The joys of dealing with engineers.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the worst because they don't care how it has to be done. They just care that it is possible.
No,
Can we
I
do it?
scaffolders, they're a different league completely.
Yeah, I got your back on that one.
Yep, they're just they are exactly as they are. Everyone makes out them to be.
That's funny.
I got your back on that one. Those guys are. That's like the Nordic roofers. I don't know if you've ever dealt with those guys.
No, I mean we employ roofers, so I've got 2 roofers and who are like in my team, and they constantly forgetting shit. And in like my game, renewables got to take photos of everything and what have you, and then they'll just ring me up when they're driving back home for their 4-hour journey home, and they'll be like, "No, I forgot to do the photos. Could you just nip up on the roof?" And you're just like, "For fuck's sake, idiots!" But
Yeah.
Because they spend all their time on the roof in the sun, it bakes their brain.
well,
It's not even
I
that.
don't.
Some of them are just they're crazy skilled at their stuff. Like we had my family owned a greenhouse for a while, like a big commercial greenhouse, but it was glass, and the glass breaks every once in a while. It
Yeah,
happens. You're gonna have to
Glass.
have big sections of glass replaced. But they're the only 2 guys that did it were these 2 Swedish guys, and they would show up and just go up the side of this greenhouse that's entirely glass, and the only place that they're stepping is this strip of wood that's maybe 1.5 inches wide that goes all the way up, and then there's some spots that go across. Like these guys just walk up there like you and I are walking through your house.
but yeah, these are skilled guys. I mean, yeah, highly skilled roofers.
Yeah, they're walking on glass, that's maybe a 1/4 inch thick.
No,
If that.
no, thank you.
Nope, you won't catch me doing that.
Yeah.
You won't catch me on the roof if I can help it anyway.
Right?
What?
That was like one of my very, very first jobs, and I swore I would never do it again.
What was that? Sorry, walking on roofs.
Roofing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I deal with a bunch of iron workers here and there.
I can deal with that. I can work in a shop. Like,
oh no, I'm talking the guys hanging high iron.
Oh yeah, fuck that too.
Yeah, those guys are nuts.
Yeah, you have to be.
Yep.
Just hanging fucking 40
40
stories
in
up.
fact, their union is still the only one in our state, at least, that you're allowed to have 2 drinks on lunch.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
Yeah, so the guys they'll have like a cheeseburger and a shot and a beer and go get back to work. because it steadies them out,
I guess. But
yeah,
jeez.
yeah. just get kind of evened out, and they go right on up there like Spider-Man.
I get it though. I mean, it's what you do, I guess.
Yeah, and even that safety equipment that they got, as great as it is, it still hurts.
Oh
That's
yeah,
still gonna mess you up. Not near as bad as if you didn't have it,
right.
but it's
I
still gonna
remember
mess you up.
seeing those old pictures of them building skyscrapers in New York and things like that, where there's no safety gear. They're just standing on the bloody, iron joists or steel joists. That was just mental. The famous
Yeah,
pictures, all that stuff. They're a different league.
yeah. Like, could you imagine? They didn't have the fucking safety standards that we do now, or the equipment, let alone.
Yeah.
They were
Oh, you want to
lucky
hear?
they had a rope around their waist.
You want to hear a
If
fun
that,
fact?
go for it.
Empire State Building, Great Depression. All right,
Yeah.
that building goes up. Hundreds and hundreds of guys working on it. The entire time of that construction, guess how many people died?
None.
0.
Five.
5
Five.
from falling from height, or
I think maybe 2 of them were from falls. Don't quote me on that, but I know it was 5.
but you got it at that height, and then the wind shear, and God knows it's bloody.
No, I think 3 of it was like from stuff getting dropped from above.
Yeah, which could be anything really from that height.
From that height, it could be a rivet.
Yep, you're
You know?
right through you.
Yeah, wasn't there a big MythBusters thing for a while there that somebody chucking a quarter off the Empire State Building could kill a guy?
It'll reach a maximum
always-
velocity, won't it? But that's about it. Anything you chuck
It's
will reach a maximum.
1,454 feet tall.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but it was like some old mythos that I always heard growing up. Oh yeah, don't chuck a quarter off the Empire State Building.
I don't think throwing anything off of it would be a good idea.
Oh, definitely not. But at the
Well, I
same
don't
time, it
know.
was like
I could think of a few that I'd like to.
That's
We can
fair.
test that
Is that-
theory.
That you, Joey Wilkinson, all the way down there. I see you. I'm stone dead, and it only cost me $1.50.
It was built in 1930, 1931, and it didn't make a profit until the 50s because of the Depression and World War II.
made to make a profit. It was made to give people jobs.
Trying to see what it was originally built as. It started off in 1893 as a Waldorf Astoria hotel. And then they wanted Empire State Incorporated bought it. They changed the design 15 times until it was insured to be the world's tallest building. I mean, that's some petty shit. It's like, no, it's got to be the biggest. 15 times. Like, who were they fucking competing against?
That's screaming about engineering. That's yelling at the engineers.
Though, it's so funny.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to put the top on it. No, you're adding another floor. What do you mean we're adding another floor?
That's great. That's funny. Like they was
God
really
damn it!
trying
It's
to
not
prove
bad enough
something.
that it's not bad enough that every time we try to put the top on it, this damn monkey keeps on climbing up the side with this blonde.
So the first time someone jumped off of it was in 1931 before it was finished. It was a carpenter who got laid off. He went to the 58th floor and jumped.
Yeah, I think he was in that statistic.
I mean,
There was some
under construction still.
Yeah, there was some lady that fell off or jumped off, and she lived. And I was hearing about it because Yeah, she lived because the wind caught her and chucked her back inside the building like 2 floors down.
As 2 people have survived falls by not falling more than a floor. In 79, Elvita Adams jumped from the 86th floor only to be blown back into a ledge on the 85th floor by a gust of wind and left with a broken hip. Ain't that some shit? You jump out the 86th floor and the fucking wind catches you and pushes your ass back in.
I think that's a deeply spiritual moment for you.
Yep, right?
You're
It
gonna
would
have
have to be.
You'd have a deeply spiritual moment, wouldn't you, after that, Paul?
Yeah. Makes you just like, what the fuck? So, and then in 2013, a guy fell from the 86th floor observation deck, but landed with minor injuries on the 85th floor ledge.
Everybody lands on the 85th floor ledge.
Yeah, she got blown back in to the 85th floor, and he landed in the 85th floor. What's going on there?
Well, there's angels on floor 85.
Must be.
Gotta go to floor 87 if you want to be successful, I guess.
No, you gotta. No, man, you gotta start on 84.
Yeah.
Right. They just cut out the
Yeah,
middleman.
man.
Like, that's not
Yeah,
fucking
man.
overkill anyway.
If you start on 84 and still end up on the 85th floor ledge, then we got some issues.
That's some hella wind gusts.
That's your deeply spiritual moment.
No shit. It's where you're questioning if you can fly or not. I gotta try that again.
Don't do it again.
That's funny. Fucking Empire State Building.
Yep. Yeah, and most of those guys got hit with rivets. Like somebody would go to toss a rivet and not catch it.
Oh, could you imagine? Of all the things.
And they're hot. Holy crap, they're hot. Glowing hot steel rivet coming down from 20 floors.
Ugh.
I don't think your hard hat matters.
No, because it'd be such a small area.
Not that they were wearing them back then, but
I was going to say, were they wearing them?
They were wearing some fucking bowler hats.
yeah, right. And tweed pants.
Shit, or hats at all. This dude here, hold on, I'm about to put it in the chat. This dude is a fucking gangster. Hell no. You're not catching me doing that. With or without a fucking safety harness. Nope.
Oh.
Like, this motherfucker ain't got no gloves on. He ain't got no hat. He's got a sleeveless fucking coveralls, and he looks just at peace.
He does. He looks as calm as anything. Like,
Yeah.
Is that the one of... I'm not near my phone right now. Is that the guy that's sitting out there eating his lunch?
No, he's just...
Nope.
This dude's on a fucking wire. Hanging some fucking cable. And yeah. Like...
Jesus.
That's crazy to me. The fucking different breed, man.
Yep, 100%.
Like, I'll do some crazy shit, but I'm not hanging that high off the ground for nothing.
Heck, man, I got messed up falling 1 floor. You know?
Yeah.
I'm only just better from that now.
Right?
A couple of years ago, I had a buddy that had to take like a month off because he was hanging some beams and he took a slip and fall. And he had his harness on and stuff. But still, he had a 15-foot lead on, and falling that 15 feet, loaded him up so bad, and then he swung and hit the side of the pilings there.
Yeah.
Granted, he didn't fall 6 floors, but
Still.
still went 15 feet, bashed into
Yep.
the side of a beam.
A nut crusher with those flaming harnesses that they have.
No shit. Look, and these motherfuckers is just wearing some regular old fucking loafers.
Yep. Absolutely mad.
That is fucking insane to me.
Well, OSHA didn't get instituted until like the 1960s, I want to say.
Yeah.
But that one in the middle there is rolling a cigarette. You know, sure, that's a talent at that height as well to roll a
Right.
fag with
And
the
he's
wind.
not even looking. He's like looking at this other dude's fucking box of lunch. Like, what you got today?
Yes.
And the other dude's like,
What's-
well, I got
what-
these fucking burritos my wife made. You let me hit that doobie you're rolling.
Oh boy.
Unreal, man.
Well, then you got this fucking dude swinging in like, somebody say doobie?
Oh man.
Hey,
Well, that and now they got the Dubai thing.
yeah,
that tower in Dubai.
That fucking tower. Oh, I got one more. This guy here. I finally found someone wearing a hard hat.
The only one on the entire job was he, the site foreman.
Right? He's just doing that for the photo op. Because look, he ain't dirty or nothing. He's
No,
actually got nice
exactly.
fucking clothes on.
He's wearing the hard hat because he knows everyone else is chucking shit at him.
Yeah. And they're the ones throwing their lunch down at him.
Yeah.
What happened
Yeah,
to you? Why you got the
one
hard
in-
hat on?
The one in Dubai is
Fucking
called Burj
Frickin' Tony
Khalifa.
pegged me with a half a hot dog earlier. Cracked me right in the side of the head from the 82nd floor.
Got a permanent hot dog
Shit.
indentation on his head.
The shame he wasn't on the 87th. That thing would have ended up on the ledge on 85.
No shit. That's crazy. So the tallest building in the world, it's the one in Dubai. It's 2,717 feet tall.
That's madness, isn't it?
It is.
That's how many feet are in a mile?
Fuck if I know.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Working on it.
5,280.
I just came up with that. So it's half a mile tall,
That's crazy.
pretty much.
I'm pretty sure it's got a indoor scuba fucking tank too that's pretty badass. Like a deep diving tank.
Oh. Not quite sure.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me see. It's like the world's largest indoor diving tank, yeah. And it's pretty badass.
How deep?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
That's what I first trained as. Offshore diver.
Nice. Let me find it here. It's called Deep Dive Dubai. I don't know what these measurements are, but it says 400 AED to 1800 AED. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Atmospheric depth.
Ah, okay. So that's how deep it is.
Yeah, that's 1 league. One
Oh.
AED is a league, which is like, I want to say it's 8 feet,
I guess.
or is it
What's it-
12 feet?
What's it called?
Dubai
Dubai.
Deep Dive. And it's cool as shit, and it's got all kinds of stuff down in it. It's like a fucking little city to go down and explore.
Bluff, which one's pressure? Is it leagues or is it fathom?
You can never fathom the depths of this tank.
I don't know, mate.
I think it's leagues because that's why we had 20,000 leagues.
I think that they're just units of measurement anyway. The fathom and the league. It's not really pressure. Pressure is.
No, because I know it corresponds to 1 AED. It corresponds to 1 atmospheric depth.
So
I forget which one it is.
1 atmospheric depth is like sea level, and then anything then below. So it's also, they use it in aircraft, don't they? So it's positive and negative.
More you know.
Well, and it's funny too, because you can get higher.
Oh, I know.
Atmospheric pressure going into the ocean than you can going into space.
Oh yeah, we know more about bloody space than we do the oceans. We can't.
The ocean's pretty fucking scary, to be honest. There's all kinds of crazy shit in there.
I generally don't swim in salt water.
Loads of people are getting swimming pools, saltwater swimming pools, which are meant to be better than obviously you have in your normal pools with the chlorine in.
It's not even that it's better; it's just easier to maintain.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Better all around. So they've got, reading this deep dive Dubai, 40 million litres of water at 30 degrees sea water temperature. So it's going to be really nice. It's like a bath, very big bath.
Yeah, that's nice.
Shit, you don't need fucking wetsuits on to swim in that.
Some of those free dive people are nuts too.
Oh yeah, they go down deep. Yeah.
They go real deep.
So these, on the picture that you can see for that deep dive place, there's a diver on the first picture on the left-hand side. It's got like one of those motorized things to pull them along the water.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Loads of people are getting things like that nowadays. I've noticed when I've been on holiday that everyone's getting like these. They roll up, they get them out their suitcase, and then the kids are like gripping hold of them, zipping across the bloody ocean, and then they're mad.
Yeah, they're cool as shit.
I want to get one of those.
You can get one for like $400 or $500.
Yeah.
I was looking at this other thing. It's called the Air Buddy. So basically, what it is it's like a inner tube.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that to keep you give you more air when you're down?
Yeah.
Yes, you can charge it from your car and things like that, can't you?
Yeah, that's pretty damn cool, actually. Got a little flag and everything.
The Air Buddy. Yeah, that thing's cool. It's got a little it's got a hose that's like 40 feet long, and you can just dive.
Yeah,
it's got a battery for the compressor that lasts like 2 hours or something like that.
Yeah, and you get 10 minutes when your battery gets low. Gives you a warning. You get about 55 minutes, it says, of diving time. Takes about 3.5 hours to recharge. Yeah, that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I was looking at those.
It's $1,500.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn cool though.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's $1,500 for that, but for a full scuba setup,
it's a lot more.
Oh god, that's expensive. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
Just lowers the barrier to entry a little more.
Yeah, I could get, and I think it's a non-cert too, so I don't think you need certs to operate it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Granted, there is around where I live. There's a few places that you can go to get scuba certified, but I don't really want to be in the ocean anyway. So I'd be just a strange man lying in ponds, lobbing scimitars at people,
right?
Declaring them king. Who are you? I am the bearded man of the lake. Take this stick. You are now Prince Rupert.
Yeah, these damn underwater scooters are badass too.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're pretty cool as well.
And they range anywhere from about $350 to way on up.
See, my life would have made a completely different change because at 18, I paid £12,000 to train to do deep sea diving.
Damn.
Yeah, my parents like all against it and everything. I wanted to be like the next Jacques Cousteau, and then I went down to Exmouth, which is the south coast of England, and it was November, so the water's not warm to say the least. And you basically part of the diving gear you have to buy is what they call a dry bag. So it's a dry suit that you can wear quite a bit of clothing underneath to keep warm. And then they train you in like underwater welding techniques, mechanics, and things like that. All stuff that you can do underwater as well as the actual, the diving stuff. And
It's
I put
kind
a
of cool.
picture in the chat, the sort of stuff we used to use. So the scuba on the back is just your backup. So when you need to do your decompression stops on the way up, if your hose is screwed, then you'd have to basically switch over to your tank. But your tank would also you could use to inflate your dry suit to be able to help keep buoyancy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's got two lines there. One would be comms and one would be air. So the air it'd be two parts as well. So there'll be one that feeds your helmet, your Kirby and Morgan helmet, and air that could be pumped into your suit. If you go really, really deep, they'll sometimes pump. They have another line which will pump warm water into your suit to keep you warm.
Huh.
It's fucking unreal.
Yeah,
I
that's
suffered
nuts.
what's called
I
middle
get
ear decompression illness because whilst I was doing my training, because the shot line, that's the rope that you use to climb down, it got even though I got my diving gloves or whatever, I could not get a grip, and you only go a foot a second down at the maximum, and then all of a sudden I just couldn't get a grip, and it was just the rope was sliding through my hands. I shot down quick, about 30 meters. So my ear, between your ears have got different chambers. So the middle ear chamber, one side was completely full of blood, the other one was half full. So for about a week on land, I was walking around like I was drunk because it's your balance.
Yeah. Fuck. That's
Mad.
crazy.
I loved it. I mean, I wish that had taken off. I'd certainly be a lot better off than I am now if I'd stuck to that back then. You start off with dives 50 meters. Doesn't sound like a lot, but 50 meters, you're pitch black.
Yeah, it's a lot of water pressure.
It's a lot of water pressure, and you can't see a lot of light. You can in some of the hotter countries that water will pierce down to 50 meters, but in Britain the only thing you can see is phosphorus in the water, so it's like white flecks zipping past your mask. So that's if you put your torches on, then you've probably got about 5 meters of visibility. That's a madness.
every year I end up with some sort of student or somebody that goes and wants to be an underwater welder, teaching all the welding classes and stuff. I'm going to go be an underwater. I want to be an underwater. I laugh
Fucking
like hell every
dangerous.
damn. I laugh like hell every damn time because I know exactly what they're thinking in the back of their mind. They're going to be patching up some homeboy's yacht in the middle of, the Panama Canal in this beautiful blue water and God knows what.
Yeah, good luck
When in
with that.
reality, I know what's actually going to happen. They're going to be in this rainbow-colored water in a dirty harbor in New Jersey.
Or if they're lucky, they
If
could
they
be
act-
on the
if they
mega
actually-
boats, the oil rigs, and they could be down like 2 miles freezing their butt off, doing 10 minutes work for every day and being paid per contract about 200,000.
Yeah. Or no, the other one too. Rate here is $250 an hour for underwater welding, and I'm sitting there going, "Yeah, but I can make $65 on land, and I can work 10-hour days, 8-hour days, 365 days of the year." You're not going to be going down in that. Scuzzy Harbor in New Jersey in the middle of January. I can almost guarantee you. It's just too damn cold. That water is 0 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius.
Yeah. Oh, you're not going to be going in with just a bloody wetsuit, that's for sure.
Yeah, you ain't going in there. I hate to break it to you.
Just get my trunks on, my flippers, and away I go.
They mean well.
What could be easier?
I know. I only had one follow through with it, and that's in the past 10 years. One person did it, and they went down to God knows where and went to take the underwater welding class, and half of it was BS for them because nobody else there knew how to weld, and they already knew how to weld.
It certainly helps. I mean, we hardly touch welding. We use basically underwater welding. It was Brocco rods, and obviously there's electrical current, so you've got to stick the earth clamp down, haven't you? And then strike your rod. Well, guess what? Electricity flows quite well in water. So when you're striking the rod or making it hot, as they would call it, basically if you had fillings or any sort of metal inside your body, namely your teeth, normally you feel that current. And it's
I do that when it's raining here.
Yeah, nice tickle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It ain't the best, it ain't the worst.
No. But hell, I always dreamed of doing it. It just never panned out, but I enjoyed the training. It was awesome fun.
Yeah, those Brocco rods are the same as the rods that we use on land. It's just they're coated in beeswax.
Why are they coated in beeswax?
To keep the water out of the rod until it's burning.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Pretty smart.
Yeah, it keeps the water out of the flux, because some of the fluxes are they don't respond well to hydrogen, and that's a big component of water.
It is.
Yeah. And then you also have to be careful, because whenever you're doing that electrical current, all of those bubbles are hydrogen gas.
That's true.
Which doesn't mix well with electricity, so you got to make sure it's not pooling up anywhere above you.
Mad.
Because if you touch that little bubble with that electrical arc,
pop with a little bit of
you're not gonna be welding up the hole that you make. Somebody's gonna have to go down there and clean you up with a shovel.
So the most dangerous things that we were taught in our training was the high pressure water jets, which we use for cutting metal, steel, stuff like that underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Stupendous amounts of force in them. So you're always basically, obviously you work as buddy thing, but you also make sure your buddy's right behind you when you switch them things on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh heck, even the plasma cutter. I saw a guy take the tip of his glove off and missed his finger. Just holding a piece of metal and goes to get it with the plasma cutter and took the tip of his glove off.
Lucky it was just his glove.
You got real lucky.
They so.
Because that one not only cuts, it cauterizes.
It both hurts and heals at the same time.
I was going to say, at least it heals it as well.
That's how you hurt someone, but you still care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's one of those ones, if you take it off, they're not putting it back on.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah.
There's just so much that could go wrong underwater, and nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that's why there's still a lot of people die from it, isn't it? But then, I suppose the thing is with space. I know they know more about it than they do the oceans. But then again, if you're fucked in space, you're fucked.
Yeah, same problems essentially, to a degree, anyhow.
Heck, the ocean, we don't know half about the freaking planet.
No kidding.
Are you kidding me? Look at that. We were talking about the Empire State Building earlier, how it was created to make jobs. Same thing with the national parks, allegedly. Allegedly, the national parks were created to make places for people to work. You work for the Park Service. You know, that was the Theodore Roosevelt thing. Keep the wild wild and employ the people. But then again, we could go down that whole big rabbit hole on the National Park Service, missing 411 and what have you.
No shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of land under that fucking umbrella. A lot.
We still don't know how many people are missing.
No.
There is no list.
Well, and the amount of fucking caves and shit that run through all of the national parks and most of the country. Like, a lot of the, like, missing people matches up with locations of the fucking cave systems and shit. But they're so extensive, you can't fucking really search them or anything.
Yep, they got abducted by the lizard men.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Werewolf of London. Ooh. Werewolves of London. Ow. What? Yeah, man. I think that's still kind of nutty that there's no list of how many people go missing a year.
That is crazy.
They couldn't put a number on it, I suppose.
No.
That's the thing.
No, they don't still keep track. The only one keeping track are some weirdos like me.
No shit.
Is it you sending them there?
I don't know. When are you coming to visit?
Nasty's cave tours.
Here's a map for you, Fluff. Off you go.
Here's a map for you. X marks the spot.
Yep.
Yep.
Say hello to the lizard people.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Nah, man, ain't too many people going missing in my neck of the woods. And if they are, that's probably human reasons, not wildlife or getting lost.
There's so much stuff in those fucking, all them caves and shit. There's lakes and fucking canyons and everything else.
Oh, there's caves in Arkansas that go all the way over by you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're fucking, goes all across everywhere. Just cave systems.
I wonder how deep these run. I wonder if any of them being converted and whatever.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure
one of
there
them pops
is.
up in England, right next to Fluff's house.
I'll be waiting with my shovel.
You get back down there.
You get back in your hole.
Get back in your hole.
Like, sometimes I watch these
That-
fucking videos of people on YouTube, like, doing the cave diving and shit, and fuck that. These people crawl in, like, a foot of fucking space, and they're just, like, wriggling through like a fucking snake.
Are you a fan of, like, good B horror movies?
Yeah.
You should watch this one. It's called Digging Up the Marrow.
Digging up the marrow.
Yep. Yeah, it's like an awesome documentary style B movie. I can't even begin to explain it. You got to watch it.
Oh, it's got Ray Wise in it. I'll watch it.
Yeah. It's real good. It's real good.
Horror comedy. Actually, it's 2014. It's not that old, is it?
No, and it's really good.
I got
Adam
a trailer
Green,
pulled
Ray
up.
Wise. Yeah, I may have to look at that.
Mm-hmm. Like we should probably make that a movie night. I might make it a movie day.
It's the
'Cause that
season
was
for
good.
all horrors.
Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that one.
Yeah, it's good. Like I recommended it to one of my friends, and they went and watched it and texted me immediately and went, "Dude, no." I went, "Yes." Yes.
I'll put
By
the
all means, yes.
IMDb page in the chat.
Yeah.
Anybody else wants to
Wonderful.
check it out and go for it.
Yeah. But that was another funny thing with the other day, because I was watching movies, just broadcasting to Discord in the weld shop, you know. I'm not really paying attention. I'm just listening to the movies, going about my day working, you know, because it's movies that you don't really have to watch. You can listen to it and still giggle and laugh and do whatever. But it was Ernest Scared Stupid, and it had American subtitles.
It's one of my favorite.
Yeah, it was Ernest Scared Stupid. It was American subtitles. And he goes, "One of these days, I am going to have to give you a movie with German subtitles." I'm like, yeah, whatever. Well, 2 hours later, when I'm done with that one, I put on American Werewolf in London, and it had German subtitles.
That's great.
I was like, oh man, too bad O's not here to see this.
That's funny.
It was funny. It was the irony for me. I was like, oh, you just got done talking about this.
Right,
Yeah,
boys,
I'm not even
I'm
super
going
Halloween.
to shoot. I need to shoot because I need to get some stuff back before the wife comes home.
Well, tell Mrs. Fluff I said hello.
I will do, pal. Thank you.
Got everybody in my thoughts and prayers there, you know.
Thank you very much, pal. Yeah, it's all going to kick. It's all kicking off nasty over there. That's another day. Another
Yeah,
story.
well, I'm hoping my buddies don't get dragged into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So, anyhow.
Anyway, boys, take it easy. See you in a bit.
Cheers.
You too, Fluff.
Cheers, mate.
Later, guys.
Yeah, I'm not even super Halloweeny, and I've been going kind of a little nutty with the Halloween movies.
Nah, you can never do too much.
I know, but I don't like. There's no real kids in my neighborhood, so like I went the first 2 years that we lived here. I went pretty hard with the Halloween stuff, like full size candy bars and all that, and I just ended up with like boxes of candy left over. Like I got
shit.
Yeah, and I don't even eat candy. Like, if you see me eating a Snickers bar, it's a freaking weird day, you know.
I mean, I like
I
like Halloween a lot, but where I live, there's not really. It's a bunch of older people.
Yeah,
nobody
that's
comes back
what I'm
here,
saying.
so
yeah. Like, I might just get a box of candy, and like, I'm on the second floor, so a couple of years I was like hanging out downstairs on the porch, just having a couple of beers and passing out candy and stuff.
yeah.
But like this year, I might get like a box, but I've got 10-foot PVC tube that I might just tape to the side of my second story balcony.
Just
So I
drop
don't
it
have to
down.
go down, just drop them down the tube.
Hell yeah.
Maybe if I feel like it. I don't even know, man.
That's what I do. Just make it easy, or just sit up there and throw it down. Just be like, ha.
Man, run it down the tube. That way you can put your bucket right under it, not risking the chance of whacking a 10-year-old in the head.
I'll live a little.
That's what it is.
You throw
Although-
a Snickers bar at a 10-year-old, it's fine.
Yeah, whatever. The little ones, like one of these little toddlers, and I accidentally bean him with a Mars bar.
Like, heads up.
But yeah, right. Poor kid could barely walk.
Just took him off of his feet with the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, right. Although I kind of miss my old neighborhood from where I used to live. They went pretty hard at Halloween. I had this one neighbor who was always the best. It was like she was like a second mom. You know, you could always, if something's going on, you could always just go over there
Yeah.
and hang out for a while. and be like, you want pizza? Let's order pizza. You know, but she used to do 2 bowls, so it'd be one big candy bowl for the kids, and then she'd go out and buy like 200 nippers.
Oh hell yeah.
And so she had this big, giant salad bowl full of nippers for the parents.
That's great. There was these people where we used to live that these motherfuckers would give you microwave popcorn, packs of ramen, and like cans of soup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was a little old lady up the street from me that would make her own popcorn, like big bags of popcorn. She had like
yeah.
some crazy air pop setup, but she would just give you like a fresh hot bag of popcorn.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a little like 90-year-old woman.
I don't know, these people,
But that
every
was-
once in a while you'd get like a popcorn ball, but for the most part it was like ramen noodles and fucking canned soup and shit.
Hey man,
And like
that canned soup
they
is
would,
good.
Yeah, well they would give you like microwave popcorn, but like just a bag of
Not microwave.
popcorn. Yeah, like still in the package.
Yeah,
Like, here you
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I remember
okay.
getting those. Yeah, I remember I would get like that. You know, like the kind you could buy at Blockbuster, just in a little single plastic bag.
Yeah, except this is like great value. They just go buy a box of popcorn and just hand them out. My kids
I
was
just
always like,
do-
"What the hell is this?"
I think I just doxed myself by referencing Blockbuster. Ugh.
I think there's still like one Blockbuster left.
Dude, there's a plaza on the other side of town from me that like there's new shops and stuff in there, but the sign was there for so long that it just like scarred the side of the building, and all it says is Hollywood Video.
Oh, that's great.
It's just like permanently embedded into the concrete, even though all the lettering is gone.
That's great.
Yeah,
It's a piece of history.
and no matter how much they try to paint it, it's still there.
It just always comes back. It's a reminder of their
Yeah.
failure as a
Yeah, right.
society.
Everyone's failure as a society.
I used to love
You remember
going.
Redbox?
Yeah, we still
Yeah,
have some.
Redbox was a thing for a while. Well, you're in more of a rural community, anyways.
Bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah, like there's people where you live without internet. There has to be.
Dude, about 10 years ago, there was like Blockbuster tried to do the Redbox thing, and at like a couple of our convenience stores, you see these fucking Blockbuster kiosks set up, and they lasted, I don't know, 6 months.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, like they tried to hang on there, so got to give them props there.
Yep.
I used to love going into like the fucking movie store and renting like video games.
Yeah, I don't think I ever rented video games from the store.
Oh, we did. My parents did drugs
Dude,
with the video store owner at this one place we lived, and so they would get like screener copies of fucking movies and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
So we'd be watching a movie and fucking you'd see the little thing pop across the screen says this is not for resale, this is for preview purposes only or some shit. It wasn't until I got older I realized what those were.
Yeah, right.
But back then when you could fucking go and like, rent physical movies and shit and games, like when you rent the games, they would have the fucking instruction manual in there, like in the case with it. It was the coolest thing. Now you don't even get like fucking game manuals with your games, assuming you even buy a physical game.
Yeah, that's another thing too. That makes me giggle. Like if you buy a physical game now for like your Xbox or whatever, like I can buy it on Game Pass or in the game store or whatever.
You
but
still got to download.
If I
that
get the
bitch.
physical copy, it still makes me put the disc in.
Yeah.
I'm like, but Why?
Yeah, I also think
I
that
already
like
downloaded it.
if you buy a physical game, you should get a code to have the digital game as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of the biggest crux of shit, I think. When you buy the game, you should have the game.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you
And
don't,
then,
fucking your disc breaks or something, then you're fucked.
yeah. That and like map packs. You remember the Call of Duty Zombies? How there was like so many map packs.
Yeah.
I used to cheat the system, so I hooked up uh, a 1 gigabyte USB to my Xbox, and added it as an external storage. So if you would go for like a split screen session at your buddy's house, and you wanted to play Call of Duty Zombies,
You could just bring your shit.
I could swipe that USB drive, plug it into his thing, and have all of the maps.
Yeah, that's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, I got real good at that for a while. Like whenever a new map dropped, they're like, "Oh, nasty, you got to come over here, dude." I'm like, "I already got it. Come on, let's party. I'm in for this."
Yeah, man, when those maps would drop, that was like the best time for gaming. Because it was, you still have the same game and shit, but it's just like they add to it. In the beginning, like, I was firmly against any kind of DLC and shit, and then they started, giving you, I guess, a better value for it. You get like more stories and shit and stuff like that. So it's kind of like just adding on to the game itself without having to develop a whole new game. Whereas
I like
before,
sitting.
you had a game, you played that game, you were done with it. The game was complete when you bought it. And you had to wait for either a sequel or, something else to come along.
Yeah, like my little niche group of buddies that I would play that with, it was like whenever a new one dropped, we'd be sitting there trying to figure out how to, like, if this was just see how far you can get before you die, or if it's like you got to figure out how to get the storyline to progress, or figure out all the little Easter eggs to get the secret wonder weapon, or that kind of thing.
Yeah, there was always something you could do.
Yeah, there's like these all these niche little puzzles that you got to sort out while trying to survive. That's cool to me. Like this new one that's DMZ based, where it's just missions.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I like
that.
it
That just
because of its openness. But
well, I liked the other one that they had,
Transit,
where you were teleporting. No, the one where you're teleporting between worlds.
Oh,
so it was like one massive map, and then you get to a certain couple of rounds,
jump
and then
pads. Yeah, it was like when you break the universe or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you could go to the next universe. That was cool. I liked that. You had all those little missions and Easter egg figure out things, and that was good. I really liked that. But this whole one gigantic map and just do like regular missions and shit. Granted, I haven't really gotten that heavy into checking it out yet, but it's just like to me already. You know, if I'm already off put by it.
I haven't played it in quite a while. Been a long time. Shit, I probably played it like when that type of zombies first came out. I think was the last time that I played it because I wanted to check it out, and it's fun. Like it's cool as shit. I like the format, but for zombies, I don't know, it's different. So I kind of have to figure it out a little more, I guess, before I can really say if I like it one way or the other.
Yeah, but then again, this is how many years later. There's still Easter eggs on Transit that nobody's figured out.
Yeah, Transit, man, was one of my favorites.
I loved Transit. Transit was cool as hell.
I liked to go between the fucking little stops and try to kill those fucking crawlies in the fog.
Yeah. Oh, that bus saved my ass so many times.
Yeah.
Hear that, or your buddies all get on the bus and you don't quite make it. So it's 2 rounds of them just slaying stuff at the next stop, and 1 round of you just running down the road. the entire time trying to catch up with them.
And then they end up coming behind you and fucking running you over or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You could get on top of the bus too, and that was like a fucking really tricky move. You get on top of it and fucking just, while it's moving, whoever's in the bus, you know, takes point in there, and then whoever was on the roof could fucking just lay down some work.
Yeah. But you had to be careful when you got to like that bridge, because it would, if you didn't crouch right, that one wire would just peel you off.
Yep. And if I remember correctly, that was a fairly long run.
Yeah.
Between the next stop.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to like the Buried. Buried was another one that was like one of my favorites.
Buried was cool. All right. I'm not going to say that was on my top 10 list. That was, Buried was definitely cool for what it was. But
and Origins.
My top, let's see, the top two will be Die Rise, where you can make all the little traps and stuff.
See, I don't think I ever played that one.
That one you can make this thing. It was like a giant mouse trap, but it was called the Jumpaline.
Oh yeah.
And you had to like wind it up, and it would fling you to the next building.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think I ever played that one.
It was like a little catapult, but it would also kill the zombies.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Like it would just smash them. That one was cool, and I want to say, crap, my brain just stopped. Yep, my brain stopped.
It happens. Yeah, Trigger, that does suck. I don't like having to pay to play online. It's a bunch of monopolizing bullshit, really.
Yeah, the only real reason I still have Xbox Gold is because my old lady likes to play prop hunt.
Yeah, I have it because I have Game Pass. There's still a few things on there I'll play from time to time.
Yeah, I still have Game Pass too. Like, if you don't have it, you can't even watch Netflix.
Yeah, it's kind of jank.
Yeah. It is what it is. But
I use the Game Pass Ultimate because it gives me PC Game Pass too. Gives me the Game Pass and Gold. So, like, why wouldn't I? It's only like $15.
well, allegedly, at some point, Quest 3 is going to link into Game Pass. So you're going to be able to play all of your Xbox games on Game Pass through your headset.
You can now. It's just it's just a beta app. I'm not sure the full functionality of it, but they're supposed to be. We were talking about that earlier. They're supposed to be making it a fully finished app that, you know, works across the whole fucking thing. So that'll be interesting to see.
Oh, the Rock. That was my favorite one. What the heck was it? The prison map.
Oh yeah, the prison map was fun.
That was so much fun. There was so much stuff to do there, and that was such a. At the time that came out, that was like the biggest map ever made.
I was also a big fan of the Moon.
Moon? I don't think I ever played the Moon.
Oh, dude, you get to fucking see the missile launch that creates the town and shit. Like, you get to see why the fucking ground's all cracked open with fucking lava flowing through it and shit. Like, you take part in the missile launch. It's the coolest shit. And there's, like, low gravity, so it makes things fun.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played that one.
Oh, man.
See, there's so many weird little maps that come out here and there, because it used to be like a whole big thing. Like, it was like a new movie coming out.
Yeah.
You know? It's like the new Call of Duty Zombies map premiering, blah, 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 blah. You know, and the second that it dropped, everybody was
Yeah,
downloading.
and there was always, like, a lot of hype and build-up.
Yeah. Like, now, you barely see a new movie trailer. I don't know if you do, but I barely know any. I can't tell you two things that are in the theater right now.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
Yeah.
Not without fucking Googling it and seeing, but...
Yeah, exactly. But it used to be, you always knew what was in theater. Now in theaters.
Yeah,
Coming
it was
soon.
always on.
Mm-hmm. But
They digitized
anything, now it's like-
everything, so unless you're
Yeah.
specifically tuned in to look for something, like you're generally not gonna see it,
Now on Amazon Prime.
right? And that's kind of the thing now is everything's on demand. You can watch it now. You don't have to, watch standard TV unless you just don't have money to pay for Netflix or whatever. And then you get some ads, but it's usually for a product. It's never for like a movie or something. You might get some for some shows, but only specifically.
Fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fall asleep watching TV and wake up and think to yourself, I could buy a 300-piece pocket knife set.
Yeah, man, if I don't get woke up by the TV at 3 a.m. to fucking Michael Bolton singing, like, what are we even doing anymore?
Yeah. Girls Gone Wild.
Just the crazy fucking commercials that used to come on late night were
At like 3
fucking
o'clock in the morning.
out of pocket entirely, dude. And they wonder why our sense of humor is like, our generation's sense of humor is so fucked up.
Yeah, dude. Because we had all of that subliminal messaging.
Right?
Joke's on you. Nobody's going to be awake watching this. It's going to go straight into their minds.
Yeah. It did. It fucked us up. Now most of our references are directly from those fucking ShamWow commercials and shit. The fucking
Hi
power
there, I'm Billy
juicer.
Mays.
Tybo.
Oh, Jesus.
The fucking
Tybo boxing.
the music promotions for like the fucking CDs and shit were the best though.
I don't think I got those. I don't know what channel you were watching.
Whatever you get
But
with
it
a fucking
doesn't-
antenna, you had to go out and turn
Yeah.
or reach through the window. Fuck that.
I couldn't do that. Mine was on the roof.
Yeah, we lived in a lot of trailers and shit growing up, and we always had a fucking big ass antenna mounted like right outside the window.
Oh.
And so,
Well, I got the added fun of every once in a while mine would get struck by lightning.
oh nice.
So like whenever there was a storm coming in, the first thing you did was you unplugged the TV.
It fucking fries everything.
Yeah. First thing everybody did was unplug all the TVs.
Shit was wild back then.
And you knew it was going to be real bad because my old man would bust out the little, you remember the little tiny TVs that you could get?
Yeah.
Like the emergency one with a radio built into it?
And a fucking, like a little antenna that pops up.
Yeah.
It's about
like,
2 foot deep and like 4 inches wide.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. My old man would have one of those on a car battery in like the guest bedroom, you know?
Yep, that's beautiful. Or there was always that one guy that had one in his car.
Yes.
His
Yeah.
beat up
Yeah.
fucking Camaro or something. Just in the floor,
Yeah.
fucking hooked in under the dash, bunch of rat nest of wires hanging out.
Hey man, I had one of those in my bathroom for a while so I could watch football.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's high class.
Yeah, you wouldn't miss the game, man. It was in black and white, but you still got it.
Remember when the little handheld ones came out? They were about the size of like a fucking police scanner radio. Had like a little 4-inch
that was
fucking tiny little screen
Rain
on
Man.
them.
Yeah, the Rain Man TV.
Yeah. That's the one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, took like 10 D-cell batteries.
Weighed about 15 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
Had like a 4-foot antenna that came out of it.
Yeah, and it had a little strap on it, like it was a freaking rifle.
That was fucking high class technology right there.
Yeah. Now we have all of that in our pocket.
No shit.
And,
And
I'm
then
talking
some.
on it.
That's crazy. And it's
Yeah,
just gets
all of that is
smaller.
in my pocket. Mm-hmm. Or bigger. Gets thinner and bigger.
Yeah.
The stage where we were in high school and it was the coolest thing to have the smallest phone.
Now it's who's got the biggest phone,
Yeah.
big ass screen. Oh, but I can roll mine up and put it in my money clip.
Yeah, exactly. I can fold mine in half and it doubles as a money clip.
I seen it was a little clip of one the other day. It was like one of them, they're the razors, the new flip phone razors. And his fucking screensaver was a toilet. So whenever he opened his phone, it was just an open toilet.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. the Nokia freaking little brick.
Dude, that thing was
A little,
monster.
it was phenomenal. Absolutely. I wish I could have a phone today that was as resilient as that phone.
They really were.
Like our buddy, his dad lost his coming home late one night. It fell out of his pocket when he got out of the truck and it snowed. So they found that thing in the lawn in the springtime and plugged it in and it worked.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
And the battery probably just ran down.
Yeah, right. Why is the snowbank ringing?
No shit.
But yeah, man.
Playing that fucking goofy ass fucking ringtone. Yep, that's it. What about a fucking, remember these? Hold on. Fucking car phones.
No. That was not me. Yeah, I want to say my dad had one and he got rid of it.
Dude, for the longest time, they would be all over garage sales. Like, you would find so many of them for like $5. Like, people could not get rid of them.
The guy downstairs still has one.
That's great.
Yeah. And it has like the suitcase attachment where you can take it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got one of those.
That's funny.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, shit used to be just
Speaking of
massive.
nostalgia, I am waiting still patiently waiting for the day when someone remasters Need for Speed Underground 2.
That's fair.
Like they did it with Tony Hawk.
That's true.
They did it with Tony Hawk, so I'm patiently waiting for Need for Speed Underground 2. And just in case I ever come across the copy, I keep my PS2.
Hell yeah.
I still have it. Yep.
My favorite Need for Speed was Need for Speed Carbon.
I didn't like Carbon.
Man, really the only reason I really liked that one was because of the drifting. Like, in the open world, you could
the only reason
just
I didn't
drift,
like it.
and it was so well done, I thought. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason I didn't like it.
And then what was the most recent Need for Speed I played was I think Pro Street, and that's like closed circuit, like sponsored races kind of thing.
Yeah,
but they have like drifting circuits on that, and this shit was so fun. And I think if it's the one I'm thinking of, I may be wrong. It may be a different one, but you could play online and race against other people, and that shit was fun as hell.
Yeah. Horizon was cool for a couple months.
Yeah.
That was. Then I got tired of that.
I don't know. What is it, Forza 5 or whatever? They have some of the DLCs pretty cool. Like they got a fucking Hot Wheels track now that's pretty fucking awesome for Forza. You just cruise around on this big ass Hot Wheels track across the map, do races and shit. But I hadn't played that shit in a while either. I was never huge into racing games for the most part. Like if it wasn't Road Rash, I kind of
Road Rash is old school.
Yeah.
That's real old school.
Yeah, fucking Sega.
Mm-hmm.
And I've really yet to see anybody really replicate that or anything. There's one game that I have on Xbox now, and what's it called? I think Road Redemption, I think's what it's called. It's similar like concept, but it's not just like straight racing. It's fun, but it's kind of like it's got like a progression system kind of thing where certain level ups stick with you no matter what, like with your character or your profile, I should say, whereas like other stuff you have to buy each time you die or start over. But the concept of it is you're doing this kind of cannonball run type of event across country to kill a gang leader or some stupid bullshit, but you can get fucking guns and clubs and swords and axes and shovels and all kinds of goodies to fuck each other up with.
Yeah. Well, that was like, what the hell was it? It was a single player game. I loved it. Brutal Legend.
Oh yeah, see, I never played that either.
Oh, that one was good. That was cool. This whole secret to that game was to dope out your car. That's a cool, like, nostalgic game. If you're gonna play that, because it's pretty much like every rock legend ever was part of that game.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, part of it, you're appealing to the gods of rock. You know, because it's music based, but it's also other parts.
Oh yeah.
Like the main character is Jack Black.
Yeah, see, I knew that. Like I know the game, I just never played it.
There's one guy in it that's called the Bass Lord, and or the Bass Master. Yeah, it's the Bass Master, and it's Lemmy from Motorhead.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and then you have the god of rock, or the who is the Prince of Darkness. It's Ozzy.
Hell yeah, I didn't know all that.
Yeah. The main bad guy is David Bowie.
Of course. Who else would it be?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah,
they don't do
cool.
shit like that anymore. It's kind of sad.
Well, what's the no, they do stuff like that because the new Cyberpunk, the new character in that is Iris Elba.
Well, I don't mean like actors and like shit like that. I just mean just generally just goofy kind of shit. Like it's a serious game, but it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's kind of satirical, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, satirical.
Like everything's like super serious now, and it's kind of ridiculous.
I don't know. I kind of like the ridiculous factor. But then again, when they start adding the boys to Call of Duty, I'm out.
Right? Like, come on.
Yeah. Like, okay, that's getting a little carried away.
They just chase what's popular and what people like. They're like, oh, let's add this. This'll get people in, and
yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes they do too much.
There's a fine line between not enough and too much.
There is.
I don't know. Like Walkabout when they add those little spooky, those funny little things to the
Yeah.
main screen. I like that. Like when the basically Doctor Evil map came out at the laser layer there, and then in the back of the map they added a shark with a freaking laser beam attached to its head.
Yeah, see, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a pop culture reference specifically targeted at us.
Yeah.
You know, like I love that. I love the fact that that exists. And it literally does nothing but swim in a circle.
Yeah, and you can't do
But
anything to it. It's just there.
Yeah, the fact that it's there is what's redeeming about it. It's not that it does anything, it's the fact that it exists and I can giggle at it.
Yeah. And
I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like they don't do a lot of stuff like that now. And I mean, unless like Trigger says, you get some indie games, but like you also have to freaking filter through a lot of bad ones.
Well, Walkabout's kind of indie-ish.
It is. Most VR games now are kind of indie-ish.
Yeah. But we had hella fun freaking playing Nazi Zombies VR.
Oh yeah, dude, that like talk about nostalgia, like that shit, man. I spent some fucking days upon days playing that one map. So like to see it in that perspective with all the Easter eggs actually working, or half-ass working,
most of them. Yeah.
Then it was just awesome. Like I really want some other maps, like Origins or fucking Die Rise or something. You know what I mean? Like you did that so well. What else can you do?
Yeah. Exactly. Kino der Toten.
Dude, the modders, man. I love the modding community.
Yeah, when it works, it's great.
Yeah, like just fucking awesome.
Absolutely. Even the traps, they have the traps working good.
Yeah. Like even the mechanics like seem to be the same.
Yeah. Although I do not like the fact that you can only pack a punch once.
Oh, can you? Damn.
Yeah, you can only pack once.
Oh, did you really, Trigger? That's awesome.
What did he do? What did he do?
Said he helped with the contractors zombies.
Oh, cool. Yeah, man. That's literally what we're talking about.
Yeah, it was fucking legit, man.
Yeah, I really like that. And like that was the only one map that we played. There's a couple of them out there.
Yeah, they kept booting me.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I could load into it and then it would boot me, but I could load back in.
Yeah.
Like you would already be in there.
Yeah, and that I don't necessarily think is a mod issue. That's probably, I mean, I'll say it's not, but it's more than likely on the contractor's end of it.
Yeah,
because that game's kind of tricky for a lot of mods.
Yeah. I don't know. It worked good when it was working.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, beautifully so.
Yeah. But then again, you could also hop into it at, like, round 5 and be okay.
Yeah. It's one of the ones, like, once you figure out the mechanics of, like, how to operate everything and interact and shit, like, it's golden.
Yeah. Like, when your headset died the other night,
yeah,
I went to round 28.
Hell yeah.
And by the time I got done with it, it was just like, I'm doing the same thing over and over, just trying to survive. I think I'm done with this.
Play the Crack House map. I think, I guess I don't think. I fucking forgot exactly what I was going to say.
Words? Do words. Do words with your mouth.
Yeah. I got nothing.
It's okay.
Gone.
It happens to all of us. Oh man, I had words, but then they got to my mouth and they didn't go anywhere.
It's just like a switch. It just turns off. You're like, and you know
Yeah.
it happens. You're just like, motherfucker.
Well, that's like me. How long did it take me to come up with freaking? We went half of a conversation before I remembered the prison map,
Oh yeah,
and that's one of my favorite maps. It's just my brain stopped.
they were all so good though.
Yeah,
No worries, Velo.
even the little tiny ones. What, Velo just wake up?
Yeah, he says he's got sore throat. He's in, but he can't talk.
Oh no, poor baby. Needs a hot toddy.
Some hot soup.
Good soup. Good soup.
All that weird hotel food.
He's still freaking hotel bouncing?
Yeah.
Oof, poor bastard.
Yeah, I'm all for more zombie mods. Bring it on.
I'm all in with that.
Because that
And,
was,
like,
for a couple years, that's pretty much the only games that I played was Black Ops Zombies.
Yeah.
Like, I spent so much time in that fucking game. It's unreal.
Agreed. I'm on the same boat with you. Well, we'll see how this new one goes. I got to keep an eye on it before I even decide to buy that. Because that's literally all I'm going to be buying it.
Is it the...
And if it sucks, I'm going to hate it.
It's the World War III, isn't it? Or
So.
Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. And I heard there's like a new weird launch system.
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot about it.
Me neither.
Let's see what
That's
I
why
can
I'm
find
hesitant.
here.
I know it's going to be that open world DMZ style.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that. But as far
But I
as
don't like DMZ.
I like the classic fucking zombie experience too. Yeah, Velo,
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about. See what these guys have to say about things. Trying to see what maps there are. Or
and I'm kind of hoping Ghostbusters is that way. Like a little bit.
What
you know
what
I mean? Like team up with your buddies, run around, try to fight the baddie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, like kind of like bait the boss kind of style.
Yeah. Yeah, that one looks like it's going to be fun.
I certainly hope it is.
And I would imagine
it's fairly,
4 players co-op. And you just can play through the story together or not. But then I also wonder, is there going to be like a multiplayer kind of element to it too, where there's like a strictly multiplayer mode where you can do like the story co-op or not, but then you have like, I don't know, fucking just adventures chasing fucking ghosts and shit together.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
Not quite sure. We're definitely going to see. And it's fairly expensive for a VR game too.
Yeah.
It's like most VR titles are, I don't know, most VR titles are like $30 tops.
Yeah, and how much is this one? 20?
Almost 60.
Oh. Damn. Yeah. I've seen what I think Hellsweeper is 39. And then Walking Dead Retribution, I think also is like 39.
Yeah, let me double check on how much it was.
So for like the bigger releases, I think that's kind of becoming a standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to be the same DMZ style. Multiple ways to enter buildings, approach objectives, multiple squads in each map, various ways to extract, potentially. Doesn't really tell me much else.
It won't even tell me how much I paid because I already pre-ordered it. I want to say it was like
Here, I'm gonna pull it up.
almost,
$49.99.
yeah, almost $50.
Yeah. That is crazy.
And they have Power Wash Simulator coming to VR. It says on pre-order.
Of course they do.
Anybody that wants to play that, by all means, just show up at my house, man. I'll hook you up.
No shit. With real tactile feedback.
Yeah, exactly. Real haptics, real life haptics.
Like you won't know the difference.
Although I did buy one game that I'm a little hesitant to play.
What's that?
It's called Kill It with Fire VR.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant to play that in my house.
That's funny.
Like, I really think that I might smash something.
Potential.
It's very plausible. The potential is there indeed, but I don't know.
Yeah, the
We
Quest
will
3 right
see.
now comes with Asgard's Wrath 2 when it releases.
Mhm.
So that'll be cool because I want to play that one. It's supposed to be a fucking really big game.
Zero Caliber said they're dropping zombies on the 19th.
Wonder what their
Just
zombies are
looking.
going to be like.
I'm not quite sure.
I don't know. I'm all for
Yeah.
it. Like, I believe you can't really have too many zombie games.
I do like zombie games.
It's just something so fun about it.
That
says
one
on the
thing you got
19th
was a
of
little
October.
intense, though.
Yeah, it happens.
That was pretty intense.
What was it? Drunk or Dead?
Yeah, Drunk or Dead. That was real intense.
One thing I don't like about that, it's room scale. Like, so you can't just move around. You have to like physically move in your little space to reach certain stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
So it makes it kind of a pain in the ass. MMO zombie game, Velocity, Survival Nation is the name of it for VR. It's pretty legit, but there are some games coming to Steam VR, like DayZ type, Rust type of shit. So those are going to be interesting to look forward to.
Survival Nation. I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah, it's not bad. They've been putting down a few updates lately that are pretty cool. It's not like a super intense game, but me and Havoc have played it a few times together. It's pretty cool. You just basically do missions around like this little camp, and there's like hordes of zombies and shit and stuff like that, and you just complete tasks for different people to level up and upgrade your fucking weaponry and stuff. You can climb and all kinds of other shit. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm watching the trailer right now. Seems fairly mellow.
It is. It's a nice game, like, to just kind of play. It's not super intense. It's not. It's a little slower paced.
Yeah.
And you can have like open world. It's open world. You can kind of just go around it all you want, but there's like little zombie nests and stuff like that, and you can, basically collect resources and shit to upgrade all your shit. And then now I guess there's like a day and night cycle and a few other things. But the Zero Caliber zombies, it says they're supposed to be coming on the 19th of October. A few more days. See, I need a good fucking horror
still
scary
looking for
game.
Arizona Sunshine 2 still coming soon.
Yeah, it's going to be a while on that one, probably.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, Zero Caliber's not bad. It's a little different than, say, like Contractors or Pavlov and stuff, but it's also been a really long time since I've played it. It's got a decent little campaign you can play through. No, I think they have PvP now.
What is this?
But I want something like a full-on game made that's like Call of Duty Zombies. Like, just give me that. That's not too much to ask for, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Could you imagine Transit in VR?
Yes, I could. I am imagining it in VR. I'm just not getting it in VR. And therein lies the problem.
I know.
Shit, I wish I knew how to do that. A mod and fucking make a map, I would.
Yeah, right?
But do I really need to add another fucking project to my list of bullshit I'll probably never finish?
Yeah. I have enough of those.
No shit. But I'm all for it. Give me some fucking zombies, man. That's all I want.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm just looking through half the titles that are available now. Assassin's Creed coming soon.
That's a Oculus exclusive, isn't it?
I'm not quite sure.
Might not be, actually. I don't know. That's just me assuming shit again. I'm kind of excited for that one. That one will be fun, I think.
Dude, if that works out the way that we want it to, it's going to create a whole new way of just playing in VR.
Yeah.
Like, if it's got that full-on parkour style action, that's going to give way to other awesome titles like that.
Yeah, and if it turns out to fucking like do well, then that means that more shit like that from bigger studios.
Yeah, like, could you Dying Light in
Oh,
VR?
dude, that would be fucking legit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I still have fun playing that game on Xbox.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Metro VR.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think we'll probably see a lot of that. A lot of different, like Assassin's Creed and like all these big titled games, kind of like how they did Resident Evil 4, and just kind of make ports directly for VR.
Yeah,
Which still,
that
like,
that
I'm not
would be the way to
complaining.
go.
Yeah. Give me some fucking classic games in VR. I'm all for it.
Dude, me too, by all means. Ugh, we gonna game this afternoon?
I'm not sure.
Now talking about all this stuff makes me want to play.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be on today. I don't know. I got some shit I got to do, and then my quest is supposed to be here today, so I'll probably spend my day setting that up.
Dun dun dun.
But I don't know. It really shouldn't take me that long. My internet works pretty fast, so.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I pay way too much for gig speed, but at the same time, I have gig speed.
Yeah, I have, what is my, I think I get like 450 meg.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. It's fast as I need it to be. So
exactly.
I mean,
Well, the other thing too is I have like so much stuff running on it.
I don't. I got 2 phones and my computer.
Oh, I got
and when the kids are here, their phones and whatever else they're on, which usually maybe a TV. So, but all that's on the Wi-Fi, and my shit's wired, so I get all the.
Yeah, I got 9. No, I got 9 things running upstairs alone.
Yeah.
You know. Plus whatever. Yeah. Plus I share it with the downstairs guy out of the goodness of my heart. So he's probably got a couple of. He's got like a phone and a TV and a computer, laptop on it, but nothing crazy.
But yeah, no, mine's pretty good, so it shouldn't take me too long. It just depends on when they deliver it.
Yeah.
So
I should probably start getting my hunting stuff together.
Yeah, it's getting that time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna be taking off second week of next month, so I'll probably be tuning in from the field.
Right on.
I'm only going for the first 4 days of deer season up north.
Nice.
So go
That'll
up
be
there,
fun.
see what the heck's going on. It's not even that. It's more of a everybody thinks of it as like, oh, you're a murderer, you're out to kill Bambi's mom. No. I usually just sit there and watch Bambi's mom for a while. What are you doing with that?
People just want to be angry about shit.
Enjoying the peace and quiet.
Yeah. You don't get that often.
Yeah, exactly. Precisely.
What up, Benny?
What's up? Welcome to the podcast.
You've caught the end.
Yeah, right.
You're
all
late.
Right. That's about all I got, man.
Yeah, I don't have much else either. Feel pretty productive with that. See what Benny's got.
You can pull Benny in. I'm gonna go take care of that second cup of coffee.
Fair enough.
Yo.
Take it easy. What's up, Benny?
What up? You guys, how's your awesome day going?
Not too bad.
Sorry I missed something. I'm at a birthday party for my daughter's friends that I don't want to be at.
That's
I got
terrible.
talked going, unfortunately, so I'm stuck. I just want to claw my brains out. All it is a bunch of moms here. I'm the only freaking dad here. I'm not even good looking either. It'd be different if it was like hot moms to look at. It ain't nothing.
It was a trap.
It was a trap. My wife's like, "Oh, do you want to take her?" I was like, "Ah, all right, I'll take her." She's like, "You'll have fun. It's at the Nerf zone." I was like, "Cool. I could shoot a bunch of kids with Nerf guns." No parents are allowed in there, so I can't shoot any kids with any bullets. And then I'm sitting here, and there's just a bunch of moms hanging out talking about mom things, and I'm like, I'm going outside to smoke a cigarette.
Gotta get out of this place.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, I just want to go home, and my wife's going to work, so when this is over, I'm gonna jump on and do some Onward, I think, later. That was fun, man. That's a really fun game.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be playing much tonight. It depends.
Yeah, I'm only going to be on for a couple hours tonight because I got to go to work tomorrow. So
yeah, me too.
But I just wanted to jump on and say what's up and shouting howdy.
Hell yeah. What up? What up?
Oh,
not shit. Yeah. We're just podcasting our lives away here.
Sounds like fun. But all right, man, I'll let you guys. I know you guys are probably getting done anyway. I just wanted to jump on and say what up.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, peace. That guy is something special. All right, guys. That's it for today. I'll catch you on the flip side.